na unim no. That is the suspended Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Eii Tokornor. Ono ho asem na yeka enei. Could you believe that this woman at the Ghana buying a court ECOWAS court in Nigeria obisa se yanje $10 million from a buying her na yam famano because a buying theatre and farm ho so in the process leading to her removal na egusu a air no. Don't forget or that semna kokrom ha courts ama yebu ogu so permanent free court. Sesi ama na okasa yi owo high court asem no munya nimwie ye wadru ECOWAS court wa file your friend saying a fresh case human rights your friend say court ECOWAS in Nigeria seeking a number of reliefs, and it's quite interesting. So I think stay cool. Matesa minimisa wati fly through social media platforms. Chief Justice ECOWAS court and then as a forum, but maybe chill and it might not be too much of opinion. And maybe later I'll take my time to walk you through my personal opinion. But maybe take you through file now was a suit in our file our ECOWAS court. Nema obisa se court in Yamano. That are compared to Nema obisa no ha yebotuguye. And then the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana ya suspended no nigidi or Ghana court umbiem. Enti ene waswana ho de kodru ECOWAS. And the money there didn't say process na ye koso wa ha no court nsama ye di wa ha no committee na wa appear before them ye gusu ye di asem no ye nyanwie ye. So the question is that what is a dear na ye nisuro? What are her fears? Because asem no obi anyam wa for sinchen na ye nkoso na ye hwehwe misa normal processes are even so we CEO whatever be there some tools what the first thing my who teacher near ya say we repair at the early stage you catch us kwatena fie ma ye hwehwe asem it happens. So asem na ye hwehwe me ye nyanduru ba bia that this woman is standing on the rooftop shouting. They said yeah arahosem na animguase sem esan wo ne say o say Ghana buy entua $10 million man because you good anymore say this it's funny. It's really funny. And I'm coming to take you through the process and some na all canon. And the case na ya can ho asem no on the 4th of July, last Friday, and of file ye ewo Nigeria human rights your friend say ECOWAS court no the Nigeria and oko file ye, and she's been represented by a law firm Falana Chambers. Falana Chambers in Nigeria. I say go for the Damian Timiamuano. What do Falana Chambers in Nigeria? Omo aye representing and see to no more file ECOWAS court no. And several more canning in said the fundamental human right as guaranteed by the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and the 1992 Constitution, has been overly violated in the processes leading to petition President seeking to remove her into the Attorney General of Ghana. I will barely 30 days to respond to your friend saying motion your friends are more fallen and more expected say Ghana buying a bayina no, but some na all kind of Wakisu President John Dramani Mahama say yina wa yinu no wamfa kwan papa so na yi no na premier fasie Council of State for establish ye no adia poti omugina so establish ye no onim enti until so obehu sa ade no onti ase Adam Akacho as a Council of State establishing a premier facie no is not an adjudicatory process. It's a matter of discretion. A court process and a ruling. Now you have extensive report the Abraham Wakan. And in over the years, Nepal will go through this same process and obey reasons leading to the premier facie establishment has been written extensively to them. To be fair, Nano Ada Akufo-Addo Obekono or to case in it to be seen as to how or can't say to a seminator including this woman gallivanting around, embarrassing herself here and there. Now, I just always want to be fair. Nano Ada petition na Professor Kwaku Azan de Koma President Akufo-Addo say only Torkornoo free hono. President Akufo-Addo so the Council of State akwahye dem akwadwena ho. Na omo conclusion is that nsem yan tungu. I'm asking Torkornoo say, did she request for details of that particular ruling no our Council of State they buy because any adjudicatory process and I am a ruling. The next phase our meeting committee that is an adjudicatory process. I don't know, you must be heard, and that is why you have been asked to appear before the committee. I say something food, sometimes we are home maybe take you through relief na or seeking or say one ni reliefs na or seeking aya mako 10 and mami order sui seeki say ECOWAS court no enya mano na maybe some say some of the relief na or seeking ECOWAS court no our jurisdiction to grant na but nipa ya or the assemi na my emotions are driving the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. You are expecting the ECOWAS court to come back to Ghana and order the president of a sovereign country like Ghana say or not a constitutional provision our constitution or not activity, and Ghanaian court has demonstrated say he has not flouted any law no. And the external court will come with a ruling and quash the ruling of the president. You must be smart and intelligent enough to know that some of these things will not wash. So, the relief they can say a declaration that the suspension application, the suspension of the applicant, Eii Chief Justice Tokornor, Esaba, whatever, as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana by the president of the respondent state on the 22nd of April 2025 violated the applicant's right to fair hearing guaranteed by Article 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. They say there, Ghana, the Constitution, BMO. Her primary document of reliance is no longer the Constitution of Ghana, which is the primary document, is safeguarded and guarantee the rights of every Ghanaian. Document isn't her primary point of reference. Namum, an African Charter on Human Rights. And President Mahama abuse and for that reason, court emuamano. Second one, a declaration that the panel where they hear instituted by the respondent nation, that is Ghana, to investigate and determine the allegations of misconduct against the applicant was not constituted to guarantee its independence and impartiality, and such has violated the applicant's human right to a fair hearing guaranteed by Article 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Now, because I my way, I'm saying emotions and financial no. In some okay can you in Sebuno. Or say panel na President Mahama as constituted no beginning, or say emu mienu judges mienu na omoka ho no. Aya partial, and they cannot guarantee fairness in the process. And now what could through ECOWAS where you free nipa mienu no so the call the entire committee no so say committee no nyina no say ya koso mo tena so omo yo mo adwuma, they cannot guarantee fair. The process cannot be fair. The process cannot be impartial. And the only one judge for other people no more the court. So on the administrative head, they say, and Crawford will go panel no so no. Sabi omo ya for because it's a will be a one kind of crap. The other way round, which is a way a mambo any no on one. Ponamine other judges na omuti Supreme Court on the show so no mo ye adwuma no komukafo say omotena sa asem no so a ebe violating the human right as guaranteed by Article 7 of the offense in this charter. 4. A declaration that the purported suspension of the applicant as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana of the respondent states on the 22nd of April 2025 has exposed her to public ridicule and odium. Public ridicule, the one or public ridicule, uko jina kwa press conference. Eka okikan se munu ko shopping for emotions, thinking say Ghana for come to your aid. But hey, Ghana for anyate sa comedy ni sa bosabi mo John politics. No Ghanaians are no longer ready to fall for those nonsense. Is the reason why. And senior Ghana for the kogu when the master one I was swao who could jina camera and no kogu when the master chile we are singing. And locally and internationally, and that the said constitute the violation of her human right and dignity as guaranteed by Article 5 of the African Charter and People's Right. All the 5 reliefs now, 4 reliefs now, all seeking from the court, none. And they make a reference, say, you violated the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Now, the Charter. Okay. Number 5, a declaration that by subjecting the applicant to an illegal and unfair investigation and the trial since April 2025, the respondent has inflicted injuries on her professional standing and image, thereby exposing her and her family to immeasurable public ridicule. This woman is a joker. You see, sir, issues now. A human right into no human right abuses and as a phone waiting. I can't want them. So, in summer, all kind of say, free say, yes, share this petition, the processes, and I say, the Edina family, no good or no, any massy, a good family, any massy, a send image. But don't forget that the process in activation is also a constitutional injunction on Ghanaian or free say obi I'll hold such office and I their bonnet. Now we'll activate a constitutional process. Then the president will have to activate extra constitutional process. If the Council of State for establishing merit in the case, a further constitutional process has to be activated. And as we speak, it is activation of a due process upon due process upon due process upon due process. So many image kura yes ya ridicule no because anti Charlotte say no na se for do mo fa process na ye omodie ye go omoni ase and the Chief Justice Abra no wan kasa say no judge Justice Derry and Co. Shraj boss Professor Melso Penso MPP for petition the same Mahama Maniko yi omodi no omode omuni abusianfo ana omode omo human right am violate. You see, some of this is like a culture. It's funny. It's funny. Okay, so we call your friend is saying, ne cease relief now. I say an order to the respondent republic to act immediately to prescribe rules of procedure to govern the investigation of allegations of misconduct against the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana in conformity with the right to a fair hearing guaranteed by the Constitution of Ghana and the African Charter. And I make us say, in some no can in some hunu. Say African court no order Ghana. Na process na yegusu a no. Omo making sure say a free fair ever guarantee in human right as a for. And I'm saying which part of the process thus far and I enjoy in integrity. In some now she has not been able to mention a single thing that has been done specific they all kind of said the process, the petition, the process, the investigation, injure the reputation, destroy, a good animal, a good, but she hasn't been able to pinpoint an exact thing that has been done that far. And no, ye nina swa or case, ye good animal say, don't forget that. So, because that is a common thread that will come back to hit her. Okay. The seventh one. I say an order directing the respondent in Ghana to lift the suspension immediately and restore the applicant to full or mami way agro na dwe mu papa nti o say adnokra men kan wie o say ECOWAS court no order Ghana say suspension of President Mahama Diamano no ontwam na yema no kwan ono so no maame no amamfo ato ne din no yema no kwan na onko ni Chief Justice no onye na adwuma because agro na dwen mu because as a Chief Justice she knows says it establishes the premier facie we are based on Lorna Council of State ekase ye nkoso na yenya the powers no rested with the president either to allow you to stay or to suspend you. It's a discretionary injunction of the president, and there is no court. My character said there is no court on this land. I say otherwise. So a woman of her stature, she ought to know better. Say there is no court on this planet Earth that can direct the president, because the Constitution gives that discretion to the president. He may go right or left. That is up to him. There is no court on this land, menka West African court, not even UN. And the Betimia directed the president, a sovereign of a sovereign country, and the executive president of a country like Ghana, say, "Could you suspension if free in the so?" No court. 8. An order restraining the respondent, Ghana, from continuing with the purported inquiry for the Mami we a joker o. And the ECOWAS court no on country Ghana for say process na ya sha say you investigated this inquiry kra no. Yem suspend yentwam until say Ghana for ye betimi asho guarantee say the process near the chassis for another year, but comedy a free and fair. I'm a said they all accused is any free and fair. No, there hasn't been a single mention of a particular infraction that has occasioned that far. And the baser argument, the original so cassette process na air cost no, I infringing or are violating the human right. Better violation of human right, violation, but there hasn't been a single point I give credence to this particular, your friend say, overused expression in this petition, in this lawsuit, pending our ECOWAS. Now, when there's an award of $10 million as compensation for moral and reputational damage suffered by the applicant as a result of her illegal suspension and we jokers agro money so yeah $10 million ya meta amount for them. And the Chief Justice in some all kind and say the modern form of violating the human rights and as for Ghana and yeah met ya 10,000 your friend said $10 million near farm no in a bush of phone cody or yana said yana ya Jimmy. And any other relief as the Honorable Court may deems just. Indeed, you are not can. And the court one can court no free set or Gemana about one no. Nina court no kekamo na yan Gemano. 10 million versus million do dollars. Yanjena yam famana man kodi because you are violating human right. My Mrs. Sikana will park off here. like I said, I'm not going to. I will take my time and put my opinion on this particular thing today by way of information. That is why I'm just trying to let you know, sir, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, since petition way, she's not prepared to just on trade was no kwatene baby na amanfo gya ne din bɔ. I'm saying the din free news no na edede. Asɛm na no kase na ano na mbɛka kye me ye video ka kyerɛ sɛ a case is pending at high court on one of the kwa asɛm no munye ni ye. Time nya nso ye. Then she files another way. Investigation na ɛkɔ so no. She has been appearing. Onye nwie ye. And the one person you could see say she doesn't even know adia ope. Saman for ne etu nufo ene wa free go from no dame ho ekọ Nigeria. Ene eho na omo ekọ akọhwe adi na semama no. Maka cha say ne law firm ne Falana Chambers Nigeria. Ghana for me anyway, I think that by way of information, I will take my time and put my opinion. I don't want this video to be long. Until the next episode, it will be my personal opinion on this whole thing. Thank you very much. Subscribe for the next episode.